Retired Lieutenant General Jack Bergman, retired U.S. Marine, freshman congressman from the state of Michigan, joining us now on the line. Congressman, welcome to the program.
Hey, good morning, Steve. Really good to be with you.
I would say, obviously, you're a Marine veteran. You've heard the sound of gunfire, but it had to be shocking to hear it yesterday morning.
Well, the short answer is yes, but it didn't take long to understand the reality of the situation. Not only me, but I think everybody else reacted very, very quickly once they sensed that the peril. And I tell you what, the true heroes in this whole evolution were the Capitol Police detail, Congressman Scalise's detail, that if he had not been there, we would have had no protection because they're there for his protection as a member of the leadership team.
Right, there would have been a much worse outcome potentially. Roll us through it if you would. As you're on the field, where are you? You hear the first shot, it gets your attention, then you hear the second shot, you realize at some point this is real, this is happening. Walk us through that scenario, sir.
What about you, Jeffrey? What things come to mind this week for you that you think are important and you hold dear to your heart?
Wow, there's so many things I'm thankful for. One thing that I'm extremely grateful for this year, honestly, is the opportunity that you've given me to be a regular guest on your show. And I hope you'll let me share this with your listeners, because I think that you and everybody else deserves to know just how powerfully your life has affected my life, and in a very short period of time. You first had me on your show just about 2 years ago now. We talked about my winning the global election to become the World Genius Directory's Genius of the Year for America. And we also talked about the many challenges that I faced throughout my life because of my having Asperger's syndrome. You didn't virtue signal anything about this to anybody. You never, not even once, tried to exploit my neurological condition for your own personal gain. Instead, what you did was you afforded me the respect and the dignity that one man should give to another man who deserves it. And that doesn't just make you a great radio host. It makes you, especially in today's virtue signaling world, a truly amazing human being, and I'm truly honored to call you my friend.
Well, that's quite a bit to take in, Jeffrey. I'll just say thank you for that. And you know, I don't know if I ever found it relevant to talk about the Asperger's and so forth, because I find you fascinating on so many levels, and you bring a different perspective. So I find your perspectives to be insightful and something that brings something to the conversation, which is what we try very hard here to do at the program, is to have, like I say, this fearless and relentless pursuit of the truth. With your man or a woman of any given race or religion, our universities and the workforce is open to you. And don't let anybody tell you differently. People come here from all over the world to enjoy the benefits of living in America, and we are the envy of most of the world. So if you want to talk about privilege, please do so, and speak about it with pride and a spirit of thanksgiving and gratitude for the brave men and women who helped to build our nation. And also realize that with every wise choice you make, and each day you go to work and contribute to our country's productivity and tax base, that you're helping to build up the modern-day privilege we are now experiencing, and you'll be able to pass it to your kids and grandkids and the next generation. So the next time a leftist, Marxist, Maoist, Stalinist living here in America wants to shame you with accusations of privilege, I want you to say, you're damn right I'm privileged, and so are you. The only difference between us is that I'm aware of just how blessed we both are, and I'm thankful for it. And I hope someday that you'll be smart enough to figure it out too, pal. That's what I want you to say. I'll take a couple of phone calls, 888-900-9966. Steve standing by in Lansing. Welcome to it.
I'd like to add to what you said, this privilege thing. It is the privilege of choice. As you grow up, you want to spend your money fast, loose, wear the $150 pair of tennis shoes. What does that new iPhone cost these days?
$1,000.
Okay? And then all you have to do is sign on a simple little lease, and we're going to milk you dry. It's the privilege of choice.
Greatly appreciate the input, Steve. So be proud to be an American. Wear that privilege with pride. It's 25 after on the Steve Gruber Show.